Welcome back to another beautiful day in the land of music. My name is Douglas, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the 5th program in my worship program pack 1. If you want to go check that out, download that. There's a link in the description below. You can go grab that. And I've got some other videos where I go into more detail on the other programs, as well as an overview of the worship program pack for the Nord Stage 3. Go check those out, all in the description below. So many links to click. But in today's video, I'm going to give you a sample of this sound, demonstrate what I've done here, talk about what I've done to put this program together, and let's jump right into it. This is an electric piano with a soft pad in the background. And the way I built this pad is actually kind of cool. So I'll talk about that here in a minute, but this is the sound. Really cool sound there with a lot of dynamics to it. So let's break this program down. I've layered panels A and B. Let's unlayer those and check out what we've got here. So on panel A, I have the EP1 Deep Timbre Large. On the synth side, I have a sample, the Privilege Flute. And I've turned the flute into a pad. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Let's take off that pad sound and just play the electric piano. What I've done here is this is on octave 0, nothing special here. Overall, we've got reverb on this program, but this is the electric piano sound just by itself. I have tied this to the pitch wheel because I like to give, sometimes when you're playing, it's almost fun to give it this tape effect. A little wobble here and there. Just all adds to the overall sound and just how it fits in and like makes it feel a little bit less of a programmed sound and more of a real life sound. So it actually gives it a little life. And then what I did is I used a flute sound. So I'm always a fan of taking a sound and just tweaking the heck out of it to make it into a synth pad. So what I did is I took the flute here and I've tied the frequency of this flute sound. Now, the great thing with the Nord Stage 3 is you can use the sample section and then you can use the parameters on the synth section to affect that sound. So this flute sound, if we go in here, I've taken the attack to 586 milliseconds. So it takes a lot longer to come in than a flute would. More fade in than you'd get a flute would be a sharp attack. This has a really slow attack. The decay we have set on sustain, so it's just going to hold as long as we hold that note down. The release we have on 634 milliseconds. So again, it doesn't let off quick. It just decays really slowly. So we've basically kind of tweaked that pad sound. Our filter res is on 3, and we've done some EQ and delay to this as well. So this is that sound without any delay or EQ. It's a little more in your face. So that EQ, we've gone and we've pulled the treble back 4.2 dB. The mid back 7.5 dB at 436 hertz. And then the bass is boosted 3.8 dB. So what that does is it just pulls back a little of the sharpness and it gives a little bass boost to that. And then the delay, we have a ping pong delay on there. Very subtle, but it just adds a little bit more of a release dynamic to this sound. So then we layer in the electric piano. And again, we can bring the filter of that pad sound, the flute, up. And it has almost this like fluty organ characteristic to it. And I've actually done this with like a pipe organ in a virtual instrument where you can tweak more. See, the pipe organ on the Nord Stage 3, you can't tweak with the synth parameters unless you had a sample pipe organ in the synth section. So I could have done that, found a pipe organ and brought that in, but I've done that before because a pipe organ and organs have that fluty characteristic that sounds really cool as a pad sound. And then on panel B, we have my go-to soft pad 1. It's about 2/3 volume. The frequency is set at 44 Hertz, res at 0, attack at 204 milliseconds, delay is sustained, and amp release is 1.49 seconds. So again, a really slow release on that, a nice slow attack on that. And then I have an auto pan on this. So if I bring the volume all the way up, the auto pan moves this synth between the left and the right side very slowly. And then I have the EQ adjusted on here. So I have the treble boosted 1.8 dB, the mid brought back 5 dB at 1.1 kilohertz, and then the bass is at 0. And again, if we layer all of this together, we get this really nice, I'm gonna bring this back to the 2/3 volume level there. We have a really beautiful electric piano pad sound. It almost sings in the background. Almost sounds like bagpipes. So again, I took that flute and I turned it into a pad sound, which gives a really unique characteristic to that synth sound and allows us to use that in a way that we would use a synth sound. So hope this was helpful. If you want to build that program yourself, kind of use the hints that I gave you there, you can put that together. Or if you want to just download this program all put together, you can, link in the description below. Make sure to check out the other videos around this worship program pack 1. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, throw those in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Stay inspired and keep making that music.